Welcome back, I'm Ali Juarez.
I'm Rio White, and this is the UV Reviews
Wolverine Weekly. We hope you all had a great Valentine's Day weekend. Last week, we had plenty of developments happen on campus, where the Civil Disobedience Club organized a sit-in against the Department of Homeland Security recruitment. We interviewed students about their opinions.
Hi, I'm Dante Najara. I'm here with the UV Review, and today we'll be covering the protest happening right outside the Grand Ballroom. What brings you here today at the protest?
We're just here protesting the fact that UVU invited or brought in, allowed CBP to recruit at this recruitment fair. So I was just sitting in. I went inside and talked to some of the agents.
What were some of what are some of the things that you said to the agents or what they may have said back?
We were curious. We just wanted to know what brought you guys to this career path. Why did you guys choose this employment for yourselves? What is the job? What is the day-to-day like? And then we got a little deeper than that after those first round of answers. They said that they want to protect their community and stop terrorists and things like that. So we asked who decides who the terrorists are, and how do you guys feel about that? And they kind of shut us down from there. They didn't really want to talk more. They're like, we're here to talk about helping students find jobs and things like that. We're not really here to talk about other stuff. So it was definitely interesting. I get that they're here to do a specific thing. I understand that, but I think that to me at least, it's obvious why they wouldn't want to talk about it, and I think it's because they know that they're complicit in an organization that does a lot of wrong to Americans.
Why are you here today at these protests, and what are you hoping to achieve peacefully protesting today?
Well, I think that at this point, as of January, it's something like 47% of Americans support the abolition of ICE. And I think that the way that ICE has conducted itself in general and the leadership in the Department of Homeland Security has been abominable, right? And for me, I want to come out and really support my community and say I do not support any of this behavior overall.
So we've got a ton of protesters here that are protesting ICE and CBP being on campus. And we're looking for opposing viewpoints, other perspectives, other than just the perspective of a protester who says, we want ICE out, we don't appreciate what they're doing in our country. What is your response to that?
This is probably an immature response, but I imagine most of these people live in homes that have a front door, and they use those front doors and they lock those front doors. Why? Because there's certain people that they want to bring into their homes, and there's certain people that they don't want to bring into their homes. I think that's what we're just trying to do with our border. It's not meant to be a refusal or a denial of all. It's meant in the right way, in the right place, at the right time.
One of the great things I value on campus is bringing awareness, so hosting peaceful protests is amazing to see.
I value the support from professors and having the ability to stay informed. Let's get up to date on the Tyler Robinson case with our on-scene reporter, Jonah Collier.
We're at the 4th District Court here in Provo, Utah, where alleged Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson has appeared for another preliminary hearing. The proceedings started with a discussion regarding the use of still photography in the courtroom. The defense expressed concerns that photographs being taken of Mr. Robinson by the media can allow for the media to speculate and provide their own narrative for Mr. Robinson's feelings and thoughts during the proceedings. And they say the media has already provided these narratives.
Their body language suggests they don't know each other very well.
He doesn't seem bothered. He's smirking. He's smiling.
Looks pretty chill, talking for a guy potentially facing the death penalty.
They requested that photographs not be taken at all. Judge Tony Greff asked that the photographer move behind the bar of the court when taking photographs, but no final decision on the restriction was made. Tyler Robinson's defense is concerned over a potential conflict of interest from the prosecutors because the adult daughter of one of the prosecutors was at the event in which political activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed. Certain individuals were called to the stand to be questioned, some of them from the prosecuting team, as well as the adult daughter of one of the prosecutors. Her video feed was cut to protect her identity. The defense closed by arguing that a conflict of interest had taken place and that the prosecuting team should be dismissed, though no decision was made. The next hearing will be held online on February 24th at 10:30 a.m.
Thank you so much for those updates, Jonah.
With all these big events going on campus, you might want a space to relax and give yourself a minute between all the noise. Whenever you need that space, the Reflection Center in the Student Life Building is a place for you.
My name is Lizzie Jensen. I work here in the Reflection Center as the Interfaith Engagement Coordinator. I recently graduated from UVU last May. I did the Integrated Studies program where I studied religious studies and also theater arts. So I found that working in the Reflection Center has given me some really fun ways to put both of those subjects into practice. My main job here is to kind of coordinate the space. I make sure that the space is open and available for student use. The Reflection Center was originally built to be a religious accommodation space. So back when it was built about 10 years ago, we had a bit higher population of Muslim students than we do now. And one of the main reasons why the space was built was because they didn't have a place to pray. Muslims pray 5 times a day, and on campus, there really just weren't a lot of comfortable and safe places for those prayers to happen. So the Reflection Center was proposed as a space where not only could the Muslim students pray, but Hindu students could pray. We've had a lot of Catholic students have held prayers in here. We've held a mass in here before. Meditation can happen in our meditation rooms. So we really try to keep the space open and available as a religious accommodation space. First and foremost, that's our first goal, is to provide that for students, faculty, and staff who might need it. And then beyond that, some of my responsibilities are to kind of plan and implement student programming and to give students the opportunity to experience religious diversity, to learn about religious diversity in a fun way. So we do film screenings of different films that might highlight a religion or worldview. We do a sacred text sharing night every month. I really want students to learn how to connect with each other about their religious and worldview belief, and to also make sure our students who are not religious know that you still have spiritual approaches and a spiritual understanding of your life. And so whatever worldview you have, whether you're spiritual, you're secular, atheist, agnostic, you're also welcome here in our space because you have beliefs that drive you.
The Reflection Center hosts amazing events highlighting different religions, so definitely come by and connect with other students.
Let's head on over to Chase for sports.
Hello! Women's basketball had a heartbreaking loss against Texas Arlington in overtime with a final score of 60-59. Their next game is February 12th against Utah Tech here at home. Men's basketball is also playing Utah Tech, although they're playing at Utah Tech's home in St. George. Our men's wrestling had a 15-19 loss against North Dakota State. With 4 senior wins through the loss, head coach Adam Hall was quoted saying, "I'm happy for the 4 guys who won matches tonight. However, I will not get over the fact that we let several close matches slip away." Their next match is against the Air Force Academy at USAF Academy in Colorado. Did you know we just had homecoming week? If you didn't know, now you do. So, let's go watch some highlights.
My wrist. Cause I'm start with a trap. Eyes on me, watch my back. Just like this, can't turn it. Pull my hand, just keep watching. Eyes on me, ain't like that. Just like this, can't turn it. Pull my hand, just keep watching. Just keep watching, so just watching. Just keep watching, so just watching. Keep watching.
We're excited for that upcoming match, but in the meantime, there are lots of events here on campus.
There's an architecture and career internship fair on Monday from 1 to 3:30 at the center stage.
The Body Project is a peer-led discussion to help you build healthy relationships with your body, and that's on Tuesday at 1 p.m.
The theater department is performing Natasha Pierre and The Great Comet on Wednesday at 5 p.m.
On Thursday, the Art and Design Department is hosting the annual Art History Symposium, Art and Environment. It opens at 9 a.m. with a special keynote at 10:30.
Thank you so much for spending time with us. We send you so much love. I'm Ali Juarez.
I'm Maria White. We hope you have a great week. Thank you for watching the UVU Reviews,
Wolverine Weekly.